in Detroit public schools, usually in the form of misspent funds.
But now something more valuable is being lost. Volunteer manpower. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell has the story of one woman who fought for years for a chance to help kids.
In 2009, the Detroit Public Schools put out the call for action. It wanted 100,000 volunteers to help make sure every single child knows how to read. So why are there now only a few hundred volunteers in the Detroit Public Schools Volunteer Reading Corps? One volunteer says her experience may explain it. Carol Kaya is a volunteer who loves to help kids learn to read. She's seen her time and generosity pay off. One time she bought a little girl her first book.
This is a child that could barely read a sentence without stumbling. She could almost read the book cover to cover without missing a word, and she was so proud of that. And just owning a book for 2 weeks is all it took.
Carol says she went through a background check, training, and volunteering for a time with the Detroit Public Schools Volunteer Reading Corps. She was waiting for her next assignment.
It would just never happen.
She called again and again. Years went by. DPS never gave her a child to help until 3 years later. Sources tell me it's not because there is not a need. It's because the program is not properly funded or staffed. Volunteers who showed dedication, underwent training, and offered to help kids succeed never got the chance or have to be wildly persistent like Carol to get the chance to help a child.
Now that's a shame, because that's a lot of wasted talent where people were willing to give, and then once you're frustrated like that, you don't go back.
Taking a look at the numbers, when the program started, almost 6,000 volunteers came forward. About half of them went through background checks and training and got their credentials. Of those, only about 1,100 got the chance to help kids. Today, 6 years after the start of the program, only a few hundred volunteers are active.
Where my heart is helping these kids learn how to read, and I am still willing to, go do everything I can in the Detroit system, and I just want to see it get better than it is today. It's broken.
So far, Detroit Public Schools hasn't commented on this situation, but we'll stay on top of it. In the meantime, if there's something going on at your child's school that you want covered, email me, fixmyschool@WXYZ.com. Kim Russell, 7 Action News.